シャーロック・ホームズ、クライムズ&パニシメント。続きへチャイとおメス。さてはこちら、新たなお話、線路上の謎、やっていきましょうか。
This trip to the countryside will be good for you, Holmes. As your friend and your doctor, I really do recommend that you give yourself a complete change of scene. Fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching, chopping wood.
Sounds intolerable. I mean, certainly it sounds delightful.
But you haven't yet told me who your friend is, the one we're going to visit.
He is a bee lover.
A bee lover? Do you mean that he keeps bees? That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
There is someone to see you, Mr. Holmes.
I have no time. Send whoever it is away.
Yes, Holmes, I really think we ought to leave now.
誰か入ってきたけど、客かな？
Mycroft.
Sherlock.
この人？
Oh, Mr. Holmes? Perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr. Watson. We met at the Diogenes Club a few years ago. I documented our encounter in a short story I gave the title The Greek Interpreter.
He does remember you, Watson. My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
We're about to depart for the train station.
I know.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help. There are people who presently threaten both our country and the crown itself. You must help us with those methods of yours.
Need help. Those are not words I would readily associate with you, Mycroft.
I wrote you a letter, but you did not reply. And this is not about politics. It's about people. People similar to those whom you pretend to defend in your petty detective affairs.
Everything is about politics with you, Mycroft. I'm not interested. Have some of your agents, your spies, or worse, undertake this job of yours. You are defending your people, and they have little to do with the people I choose to help, I can assure you.
That is the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are they?
The Merry Men. He is talking about the Merry Men, a band of idealistic terrorists.
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
You need me, Mycroft, and you are not the country. Although if your waistline expands very much further.
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker, is aware that you will be 7 minutes late. You are in the 4th car. The train will be waiting for you. Sherlock, enjoy your time in Staffordshire. And do, please, at least write to me on your return.
さっきのマイクロフトだっけ？あの人はホームズのお兄さんみたいなんですけども、まあ見た感じからして兄弟の仲はあんまりよろしくないみたいですね。で、これからホームズたちはどっか旅行に行くみたいなんですけども、確か友達だっけ？ミツバチ愛好家のところに行くとか言ってたよね。
Holmes, please call a cab while I pack my suitcase. We shall be late for the train.
急いでね。で、トビーがいるけど、ちょっと待って、これってさ、いるな。マジでこの人誰？他のさ、シャーロック・ホームズシリーズやったら、この人わかんのかな？で、トビー？
Look after Mrs. Hudson for us, Toby.
お留守番か、ごめんよ。よし、じゃあ、ちょっと待ってよ。課題の方何もなかったんですけれども、こちら、前回のブラックピーターの運命の結果がね、載っていますね。ケアンズが犯人で、私は放免するという結果にしましたね。で、課題がないとちょっと困るんだが、どうすれば、手紙取る？なんか刺さってるけど取る。何これ？ ちの復習。前回の事件の記事かな。はいはいはいはい。違う人が犯人ということになってますね、これね。なるほどね。
This is where I keep my post.
手紙はそこに置くのね。でも刺すのはどうかと思うよ。で、待てよ。マジでどうすんの？地図とかじゃないの？普通に出ればいいのかな？こっちだったっけ？
Watson, I'll hold a cab for us. We leave in 5 minutes for the station.
待ってね。1週間後？ちょっと待って。5分で馬車止めてくるねって言ったのに、急に1週間後って出たんだけど、時が飛びすぎてわけわからんよ。
What a gloomy night. It was warmer inside the waiting hall.
Since the station master told us that the train is about to arrive, we should not have to wait very much longer.
Yes, at last.
来たか。
Attention! The train is arriving at the station. Please stand well away from the platform edge.
I'll
はーい。
take your bags and your blasted archive suitcase.
結構あるね、荷物。
But, Holmes, the headlight. It's faded away.
Something is wrong. I can't hear any sound from the incoming train.
Excuse me, sir. Can you explain what has happened?
I don't know. It's as if the train vanished into thin air.
列車
Holmes,
が消えた？
say something.
Quick, fetch a lantern and let us take a look.
見に行こ
It's too dark. Only fog and rails, nothing else.
There is no use in stumbling around here at night. We will come back tomorrow.
う。なるほど。暗くて何も見えないから明るい明日にしようってことかい？で、次の日、非常に朝早く。いや、早朝でいいや。で、明るくなったから駅に行くのかな？しかし、列車が消えたってどういうこと？あんな大きいものが消えたってなると大事件だよね。
Well, here we are again at Evesham Station. We have a full day ahead. Let us begin our investigation.
で、現場を視察する。ここってことか。じゃあ行こうかな。行くぞ、
Trains
渡さ
can't
ん。
just vanish without leaving a trace. It isn't possible. Is it, Holmes?
まあな。で、これは、開けるってやね。開いたね。じゃあ、行きましょうか。で、誰もいないね。話とか聞けたらいいんだけど。こっちにも扉があるけど、こっちは入れるかな？
First of all, let us examine the area where the
Ah.
train disappeared.
列車が消えた場所を調べるね。多分そっちかな？こっちよ、渡さん。俺の後ろをついてこい。いなかったら激よ。で、消えたところって、列車はこういう風に走っていたんじゃないかっていうね。ホームズの今想像してる
This
んで
is
す
the
よね。
place where we saw the train vanish last night.
で、なんかあるけど。
Railway sleepers. Nothing unusual.
変わったところはないと。で、こっちは空の瓶。
A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train.
投げ捨てられたと。鳥のいい声がするな、おい。で、あとは、なんか今、これ
There
か
are。no tracks or footprints on the ground.
で、あと、これ
The
は
rails have not been touched. There's nothing unusual here. There are no signs to indicate that the train ran off the track, nor are there any other traces. There is nothing whatsoever. There are no clues, but then
手がかりな
a
し。
negative result is also a result.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. No clues and you're smiling.
Yes, Watson, I do smile on occasion. This mystery appears very promising.
うん、期待できると。
This investigation won't be simple. We shall require a map of the region.
地域の地図。
Perhaps the station master could lend us one.
ああ、なるほど。駅長か。駅長っていうと、多分、駅にいるんじゃないか。で、ここの駅長って、誰だろうな。あ、なんか誰かいるけど。すいません、シャーロック・ホームズです。ちょっとお話いいですか？で、駅長って書いてありますね。
Good morning. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Yes, I remember you. I'm Station Master
Christopher.
Everett. You were here last night. So, you are Mr. Holmes, the great detective. Will you be investigating what happened?
I
Sorry.
shall indeed.
It is extraordinary that an entire train could disappear like that. And to think of all the poor people inside it, the passengers, the driver.
まあ確かにそうだよな。昨日消えた列車ね、多分乗客乗っていたと思うから、まあ列車もそうだけど消えた乗客もね、気の毒だよね。で、この人は確か昨日の夜もいましたよね。では、人間観察といきましょうか。さあ、見せておくれ。君のすべてを。おお、ここ。おお、白髪頭。まあ漢字からして結構長いことを務めてるっていう感じかな、多分。で、あと、泥のシミ。おう、結婚指輪。さあ、完成です。で、話が聞けると。では、列車に関する情報を聞いていこうかな。
Could you please give us any details about the train?
Well, there was nothing so very special about it. At least not that I can recall. My memory's not what it used to be. However, if you need it, you can have the train composition report. It's inside my office.
ああ、駅長室にあると。しかし、記憶力が悪くてねって、ちょっとそれはどうなのって思うけどね。じゃあ、路線地図。
I would be glad to have a detailed map of the local railway district.
But of course, please, take the one that's pinned inside the waiting hall.
うん。待合室の
See you later, my good man.
ありがとう。で、待合室って最初に入ったこの部屋かな、多分。で、壁って言っていたけど、これか。じゃあ取る。
This map will be useful.
いただくよ。うん。なるほどね。で、うん。また文字がバグってんな。そして、うん、謎を解明する列車について詳しく調べると。うん。OK。で、あと、駅長室に、あるとか言っていたけど、駅長室ってここではないよな。ここが駅長室だと問題だけど
Railway
な。
post bags.
うん。まあ一応調べておこうかな。調べて損することはないからね。駅長室。ここかな？失礼します。で、机。おお、なんかね、電報。
A new telegram.
I think we should meet this Mr. Robinson.
ロビンソン。ロビンソン氏はブリドリントン駅にいる。うん。で、これが
Here is the train set.
うん。 はいはいはい。なるほどね。で、列車編成。会話内で尋ねる。これは駅長に聞くのかな。で、おう。
A telegraph.
ああ。よし、じゃあ駅長に多分話が聞けると思うから聞いてみようかな。ちょっとごめんよ。話いいかな。さあ話聞けますね。聞いていきましょうか。
According to the train composition report, there was a special wagon. What does that entail?
That's a highly secure car, ordered by a private party. It is generally to carry something of value. Those wagons have iron walls, you know, without any windows. And they're fitted with a complex key lock.
That is important information. Do you know what was inside this particular wagon?
Certainly not. No, that's
知らないんかい。
private. And it's not my responsibility to allot the wagons to whoever.
なるほどね。なんか護送列車みたいな感じの列車みたいですね。聞いたけどさっき。で、列車の乗客。
Was there anything exceptional about any of the passengers aboard the train?
What do you mean? Like officials? I wouldn't know. Oh, but now that you mention it, yes, there was something. There was a message from Bridlington's station saying that the train had been delayed because of an issue with the passengers. What kind of problem that they didn't say?
That is interesting.
なるほど。で、ブリドリントン駅。
You mentioned a problem at Bridlington Station. I should like to visit this station. Could you mark it on the local map?
Of course. It's a suburban railway station. You might take a cab there.
なるほど。
See you later, my good man.
Thank you. で、ああ、ブリドリントン駅ありますね。で、会話内で尋ねる。これは多分ブリドリントン駅の人に聞くのかな。乗客に関する情報を収集すると。じゃあこちらブリドリントン駅行きましょうかね。さあ到着。さあここがブリトリントン駅かな。で、ここって
Railway post bags.
さっき行った駅にもこんなのありましたよね。で、外に出るとってワトソンどっから来てんのめっちゃ走ってこっから来たやん。私の後ろついてくればいいんじゃないの違うので、ここは入った。多分ここは倉庫かなんかかな。で、こっちは人がいるけど、怒っている乗客。
This is an absolute scandal. It's always the same with these rail companies. No respect for the customer.
怒ってるね。まあ、とりあえず君のすべてを見せてごらん。さあさあさあさあ、まずはどこから調べようかな。ここだ。作業着。作業着か。で、安い剣。さあ、あとはで、キメの粗い肌。肌の状態もわかんの？うわー、ちょっと怖いわ。女性にそんなこと言ってみ。君肌粗いねって言われたらさ、女性プンプンしてさ、顔ビンタされるで、ホームズ。じゃあ話聞いていこうか。何があったのか。
Please calm down, sir. What is your concern?
Concern? What is my concern? I'll tell you what my concern is. Last night, I were on the train as usual with my colleague, heading home. Then along came this ridiculous ticket inspector, who started arguing that our tickets were invalid. He made us get off the train, and he was extremely rude about it.
なるほどね、そりゃ怒るね。で、消えた列車の乗客
Were you aboard the train that vanished last night?
Yes, I heard that it disappeared, but I don't care because we would have stopped before then anyway. Our tickets were valid and no doubt about it. And then, to top it all, the ticket inspector pushed everyone else out too, except for a bunch of rich. Well, because their type don't need a ticket.
もう金持ち連中以外はと。
Can you recall anything more specific about this fortunate group?
Well, yes. They were all foreigners.
外国人
Spanish-looking toffs with snake eyes.
なるほど。
Goodbye, sir.
で、もう一人いるけど、ロビンソン、あれロビンソンってさ、確か、なんかあったよね。これ。ロビンソン氏はブリドリントン駅にいるって。このロビンソンって、このロビンソンか
Good day to you, sir.
Good day. To whom am I speaking?
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is...
Are you a representative of this damned railway company? Because I have a
話
complaint.
聞けや。
We are not from the railway company. We are...
Well, in that case, Mr. Shamrock Holmes, please excuse me, but I'm not in the mood for idle chit-chat at the moment.
いや、なんかニュアンス的にはね、惜しいんだけれども、違うんだよ、名前。話聞けよ。じゃあ、この人ね、観察していこうかな。まあ、この感じからしてさ、話を聞くようなタイプではないよね。で、オーストラリアの帽子、はい帽子あ、これか。なんで目で出た範囲が広いな。で、高価な衣類。で、金の指輪。金持ちってことかなで、靴か。ワニ側。はい。じゃあ話聞いていこうかな。で、ロビンソン氏。
You must be Mr. Robinson, is that correct?
Yes?
I am leading the investigation of the disappearing train. It would help if you could answer my questions.
助かるね。
Well, all right. I have nothing to hide.
そういうんだったら話答えてもらおうかな。
I presume it was you who placed the order for the special wagon.
Yes. It was to transport my valuable prototype safely to London. My prototype is a revolutionary device. It is capable of producing electricity. I'm a businessman and an engineer. I had already found several potential customers for my invention, but I was very optimistic about the directors' board who were travelling on the train last night.
なるほど。で、話が増えたな。まあ、とりあえず上から聞いていこうかな。で、取締役。
You mentioned a director's board. Which company do they own?
The Chilean Barcazas Company.
バルカザ
I had
ス。
made an appointment with them. Now they are lost, along with the train and my prototype.
What do you know about the Barcazas company?
It's a large South American company. They showed a great deal of interest in my prototype, and they seemed wealthy enough to do business with.
なるほどね。
This revolutionary machine of yours, was it very valuable?
For God's sake, sir, it is priceless. It could change the world we live in, and yet I was selling it for almost nothing. I am a humanitarian, you see. I do not know if I will ever be able to get over this disaster. I cannot believe that it disappeared with that damned train.
まあ、列車とともに消えてしまったからね。で、列車に乗っていたか。
Mr. Robinson, could you please clarify? Were you traveling alongside your prototype?
Yes, I was. But I had to step off the train. And all because of this stupid station master.
I received a telegram declaring that an important person, a Mr. Bromsby, wished to see you in the waiting room. I merely informed you of this.
Mr. Bromsby is a wealthy gentleman. His interest in my invention was truly unexpected. So yes, of course, I agreed to see him. Unfortunately, he wasn't there. I thought perhaps he might have been delayed, so I chose to wait a while. But despite my requests, the train left the station without me. Absolutely unacceptable.
The timetable is strict. We cannot wait any longer. The regulations require the train to be on time.
You are an idiot. You will pay for it. I will sue you.
まあまあまあまあまあ、落
The
ち着け。
ticket inspector forced all the passengers from the train except for the directors of the Barcazes Chilean Company.
みたいですね。で、手がかりが集まったから。さあ、これは事故とチリ人は残された。で、あと他にもあるけど、なるほど。まあ、とりあえずこの辺にしておいて、で、あれどこ行った？さっき駅長とかロビンソン言ってたけど、こっちか？いなくなっておるが、どこに？これ、床の隙間なんかある？一枚の紙。なんか書類があるけど、これは？
The insurance policy for Robinson's machine. A significant sum.
なんでこんなものがここに？最高保証金額15,000ポンド。で、これはロビンソンに聞くのかな？多分。で、
A telegraph.
いた。で、この人が駅長ですね。
Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you?
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am investigating the unfortunate disappearance of last night's train.
I see. I'm Station Master Bertram, but my supervisor has not informed me about this. I do not know if...
Do not worry. I have only a few questions.
まあね、ちょっとね、質問するだけだから、そんなに時間を取らせないからね。まあ、まずは君のすべてを見せてごらん。なるほど。まあ、確かに見た感じからして若そうだよね。清潔な衣類。で、指導書。インクのシミ。で、完成と。じゃあ話聞いていこうかな。
Station Master Everett from Evesham told us that you reported a problem with some passengers last night.
Indeed. This train is a regular line for those who work at Nottingham. But yesterday, everyone was asked to get off the train here at my station. I've no idea why, and it delayed the train. But the worst of it is that now I have to deal with two furious passengers who are complaining about the company's service. They stayed here the whole night, but people do not usually pay much attention to the regulations, you see. There are very strict and clear rules. Paragraph 234 of Article 2G-43 states that in the event of a complaint, you must...
Yes, thank you. I understand.
わかった。まあ、苦情言ってた2人っていうのは多分隣の部屋にいるあの2人のことでしょうね。で、昨日何か変わったことは？
Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice anything else that was unusual last night?
I did, and I mentioned it in my report to our higher management on the matter.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
Confidential, you say. How long have you been working here?
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
おお。駅長の報告は秘密です。で、なるほどね、そういうことか。まあ、彼は僕一人で鉄道駅の管理ができる十分な機関ですって言ってるけど、まあ、さっきね、証拠のやつ見たら、まあ、多分大学を出たばかりなのかな。まあ、多分この人は新人ってことになりますよね。となると、これだよね。
Let me speak frankly, Mr. Bertram. Your age and your lack of confidence in your position are quite apparent. You cannot deny that you have only recently completed your studies.
I was at the top of my class.
Listen,
Yeah, class
here,
de
young
ichiban
man.
de.
I am aware that you wish to protect yourself behind all these regulations, but I represent the law.
And you are obstructing the investigation of an important case. I would suggest that you cooperate with Mr. Holmes. Think of your career.
That is... Well, I'll tell you everything. First of all, I scolded the ticket inspector, for it was he who asked the passengers to leave the train. It was not his right to do so. He was very rude. And then, later on, I received a most peculiar telegram from my colleague at Chesterfield Station, the next stop along the line.
おかしな電報?
What did the telegram say?
Well, that was the peculiar thing. It was almost unreadable. It was full of errors and awfully vague. It was hard to understand if the train had correctly passed that station or not. You can read it for yourself.
あ、何くれんの?
We ought to visit Chesterfield Station. We need to confirm if the station master saw the train or not.
で、これがその電報かな。チェッターフィールド鉄道駅列車番号324うっちゃけ0030アッシ0035なんじゃこりゃこれはわけわからんわこれなんかチェスターフィールドのところでなんか起きてんじゃないのこれこんなわけわからんものが来るってことはでで、これはチェスターフィールドの駅長に聞くのかなありますね。ちょうど中間にチェスターフィールドって。まあ、チェスターフィールドに行く前に、ちょっとロビンソンにちょっと話を聞こうかな。さあ、話は聞きますね。聞いていきましょうか。
According to this document, you have insurance for your prototype.
Oh, thank God. Where did you find it?
Near the telegraph station.
I must have lost it when I tried to send a message, which I was prevented from
I
doing.
apologise for that, but regulations state that public access to the telegraph is strictly prohibited.
Upon my word, you keep on digging that hole of yours. You have no idea who I am.
まあ彼は新人なんだから多めに見てあげなよで大切な旅行カバン
I see that you kept your grip sack with you. Why don't you leave it in the luggage room?
I've had other things to think about. I lost my prototype. And this idiot station master just stands here doing nothing to help.
こらこら
Well, that won't do at all. Station master, I believe that the regulations state that any passenger luggage should be taken to the luggage
そうなんだ
room.
I'll do it right away, sir. Sorry, sir.
お願いします
This Robinson is quite a character. We should learn more about him.
なるほど彼について調べるとさあこれでロビンソンについてもっと調べる
I will not move from here until I receive my refund.
なんか調べることあるかブリトリントン駅の荷物預かり所に保管されているロビンソン旅行カバンを調べるなるほどね荷物預けてるのって確かここ かな。で、旅行カバー。あー、これか。じゃあ調べようかな。
This gripsack belongs to Mr. Robinson.
I think we should open it, Holmes. This is what they call force majeure. I'll keep watch.
Of
頼むよ、
course.
ワタさん。これか。これはね、なるほど。とりあえずこの線に合わせてやっていけばいいかな。とりあえず下から順番にやろうかな。これきれいに合わせた方がいいかな。これかな。おお、どうだ。よし、開いたね。さあ見ていこうかな。
Look, Watson, a bundle of contracts. Very suspicious. We should study them carefully.
Mr. Robinson is the seller. An exclusive sales contract. Mr. Robinson is the seller. Yet another exclusive sales contract. Yet another exclusive sales contract. Mr. Robinson is the seller.
Yet another exclusive sales contract. Mr. Robinson is the seller.
またロビンソン。
Well, it is very clear that this Mr. Robinson received prepayments from various people for his machine.
で、増えたからくっつけていって、ロビンソンの動機。ロビンソン氏に多額の金額を持たすことになる。ああ、確かにそうだね。で、他にもあるけど、これは、分かれたな。で、ロビンソンは被害者。はいはいはい。なるほど。まあ、今の時点だとちょっとわからないから、これは小回りにしておこうかな。で、OK だな。よし。さあ、これでロビンソンのことは調べられたから、じゃあ、こちら、チェスターフィールド駅に行きましょうかね。さあ、到着。さあ、ここがチェスターフィールド駅ですね。さあ、では、チェスターフィールド入っていきたいところですが、時間もいい感じですので、今回はここまでにしたいと思います。次回はこの続きからプレイしていきたいと思いますので、では、また次回に続きます。